Hello and what is up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I have a new setup behind me. I worked really hard on it and it took me a little bit to get it all set up and to where I think is perfect. If there's anything you guys want me to tweak, let me know down in the comments below. And checked out my social media pages. I have been doing a few looks over there on my social media pages, so if you want, go check those out. Those will be linked down in the description box below. First off, what I did was I took my e.l.f. Ultra Precise brow pencil and I filled in my brows and combed those out and carved those out with my Maybelline concealer. And then after I did all of that, you can get stickers for this. I made a little piece of tape heart to cut out a little heart on my eyeshadow after we're all finished. So you can use stickers for this. Like I said, I took the time out and cut out a little heart that I'm going to just use on this other side. And how I did that was I took a little piece of tape and I drew a whole bunch of hearts on it. And I cut it out really precisely. It took a really long time. I'm going to warn you now if you do it my route. And then I just took a little bit of glitter glue, like the tiniest bit, and stuck it to my eyelid. Then I took my Morphe white concealer and went over this eyelid so that way I had a nice clean cutout heart that's skin tone. And I will be putting eyeshadow over the top of this, and like I said, I'll be peeling this little heart out and using it on the other eye. Started with my eyeshadow. I also took a line of tape and put that so it's gonna make a nice clean cut. My jawbreaker palette, half cut crease with this. I am going to be taking the shade Bubblegum. I'm going to be going in my crease, and I'm lightly tapping where I put this heart because I just don't want it to flake up or get any eyeshadow underneath the heart. And it doesn't have to be perfectly on the crease, but I want it on the crease as much as I possibly can. I will just be blending that out with my Morphe brush. Taking the shade F word. I'm not gonna say the whole word, but you already know Jeffree and his cuss words. The famous F word. It's gonna say frick. Because I do want to keep my channel kid friendly. Blending that shade all the way up to my brow bone almost, but I'm taking it very lightly. I just want a little bit of that shade in there. I don't want to make it too dramatic or anything, and I'm just going to blend that in with that bubblegum shade. Very lightly. Just because I don't want any harsh lines. And then I'm just going to blend that out, and I'm taking Virgin as well. And I'm using that to kind of soften that frick color. Really nice blend with that. I will be taking the shade Licorice and Raspberry. And taking the licorice, I'm only blending that from the middle of my lid. And then taking that raspberry, I'm putting that in the outer corner. And now what you're thinking, it looks ridiculous now, but just wait, we gotta get it blended. Alright, and then taking my blending brush, I am blending this all out. Going back in that licorice just a tad bit, and deepening that up. Same with the raspberry. I'm just blending that out now. And I'm just going to go cut out my crease really fast. Alright, now that I got my crease cut, I used my white Morphe concealer to cut my crease out. And now I'm taking my mini breaker palette from Jeffree Star, and I'm taking the shade Oral, and I'm filling that in right where I cut my crease out. I'm just taking a little bit of that licorice on my blending brush, and I'm lightly blending that into the Oral I just laid down. Now that I like that, I'm going to be peeling off this little stick of tape that I have on my eye. Turned out super nice. Now that I have that cut out, I am going to do my eyeliner. Now that I got my eyeliner applied, I went ahead and skipped a few steps and applied a piece of tape to cut out my eyeshadow so I don't have to clean anything up later. And then I took that little heart from this side and put it over to this side with some glitter glue. And then I put down my Morphe white concealer, and then I put down the shade Bubblegum in my crease. And then over the top of Bubblegum, blended up to my brow bone, is the shade Frick. Again, it's named something else in the palette. I just don't want to say the actual name. And now, next, I will be taking the shade Licorice, and I will be putting that in the middle of my... I took the shade Licorice and put that halfway on my lid, and I'm going to be taking the shade Raspberry and blending that on the outer corner. Then I'm just going to be taking the shade Bubblegum to help blend those two out. Then I will be blending, blending, and blending. And the next step is cutting my crease. I cut my crease. I went ahead and took the shade Oral out of my mini breaker palette and filled in my cut crease, and then I peeled my little heart tape off, and then I will be adding some eyeliner. Now that I finished my other eye and did my eyeliner, I went ahead with my NYX Pore Filler Primer, and I put that all over my face, and then I'm going to be taking my Revolution Conceal and Define foundation, and I will be applying that all over my face as well. My foundation applied, I did my concealer, and now I'm just setting that. With the beauty blender, and then I'm just going to be swiping that excess product away. I'm using the Revolution Pro setting powder. I will be moving on to blush, contour, and highlight. And for blush, contour, and highlight, I'm just using the Wet n Wild contouring palette, the Anastasia Aurora palette. Using my NYX ombre blush and adding that to my face as well. Lastly, for the eyeshadow, I'm just taking the shade Cherry Wet and I'm putting that on my lower lash line. And I'm blending that out. Kind of like lining my lower lash line with it. And then, like I said, I'll be blending that out. Apply some Too Faced lipstick in the shade Pink Chocolate. And then once my lipstick's applied, I'm just going to be taking my Morphe X Jeffree Star setting spray. I'm going to add a few pictures of my look close up in the end of the video because far away doesn't really do any justice with these small little hearts on my eyes. So enjoy the next few pictures. And yeah, thank you for watching.